Hello everyone! How are you all doing today? Hello again and welcome to my creative kitchen where we cook all the wonderful and yum meals and snacks. We all love them so much, right? They were so exciting as well to be preparing all of these meals and snacks with our grown-ups. It has been so much fun. And guess what? Today you will be preparing it all by yourself. Of course, you need the help of your grown-ups, of course, but you will do most of the work. Wow, isn't this so exciting? I think it is. And today we are going to be preparing a yum dessert, which is the coconut date balls. Wow! Well, obviously they are made of coconut and dates. And now, can you, children, just make sure that you have your grown-ups right next to you? Because of course, we need them to prepare the ingredients and just to help you a little bit here and there when you need help. But of course, you will be doing most of the work on your own. Okay? So just make sure that you have your grown-ups right next to you. And now, I just want you to guess. What do you think it is going to taste like? What do you think that these coconut date balls are going to taste like? Can you please tell your grown-ups? Do you think they're going to be salty or sour or maybe sweet or bitter? Do you remember the tastes? So can you please tell your grown-ups, since they are made of dates, date paste, and coconut, what do you think they will taste like? Wow, everyone, you are all super duper stars. Now, of course, since they are made of dates, we know that dates are sweet, right? You taste this taste of sugar, super sweet. And that's why they are going to be sweet. So that's why we call it a dessert. And you can, of course, have it along with milk or, just water. And you can eat it any time of the day. It is super yummy. Okay, so are you all ready? Well done, everyone. Okay, so just before we start preparing them, I just want to walk you through the ingredients that we will be using so you can prepare them. Okay, so we need some date paste like this. You can actually find it in the supermarket. So date paste, and then we need some vanilla, a little bit of vanilla, and you can skip that, it just gives it a nice taste. I love the taste of vanilla. And then of course we need some coconut. Okay, and I'm going to use some powdered coconut. Okay, so powdered dried coconut. And then we are going to be using some almond, grated almond or almond flour. So whichever you prefer. And if you are allergic to nuts, you can totally skip this part, you don't need it. It's just that the date paste, is a bit sticky. So we need something like, to make it less stickier. That's why we're going to use the grated almond or the almond flour. But if you're allergic to these, to nuts in general, you can definitely skip that part and add more coconut instead. Okay? And also, if you would like a little bit of a soury taste, like this pinch of sour taste, you can always add some lemon zest or lemon juice if you like that sour taste. Okay? And that's it. We don't have a lot of ingredients today. These are just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wow! This is going to be super fun and super easy. Are you all so excited as I am? Of course you are. Okay, now we can start preparing. So just make sure you wash your hands before we start because we are going to be messing them in. We're going to be doing all of the work with our hands, okay? So you just want to make sure that your hands are super duper clean and ready to start dipping them into the date paste and doing all of this super fun and messy procedure, okay? Okay, so just make sure to wash your hands and have your hands clean, and then we can start. Okay, we are going to start by adding some date paste, and the quantity depends on how many balls would you like to make, or the quantity that you'd like to have, okay? So there is really not a specific quantity, but it depends on how much you want, okay? So I'm just going to add a few tablespoons over here. And of course, children, you can do all of this. You will just have your grown-ups right next to you just to help you when needed. But you can do everything on your own. Wow, this is super fun. Okay, let me add a little bit more. Okay, so I have my date paste. Sorry, I'm going to put the rest back in. Okay, so we have our date paste in our mixing bowl. And then later, when we roll them into bowls, we are going to put them in a serving plate. So you just need to have a serving plate. Okay, and then we are going to add the coconut, the almond flour or grated almond, and some vanilla to taste. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of coconut and a little bit of almond. And we are going to start mixing them now. But as you go, you might need to keep on adding some more coconut, some more almond, because as we mentioned, the date paste is super sticky. So you might need to add more and more to make it less stickier as we go. Okay? So we can finally roll it into balls. And now we just want to make sure that we mix all the ingredients together and get them inside the date paste, really deep inside. Right? And it's okay to have your hands messy now. No worries, we can wash them later. Okay, and you just keep on mixing and mixing and mixing until you make sure that all of the ingredients are really, really, really mixed together. Right? Wow. This is super fun. And of course, for your teeny tiny hands, you can also use both hands to mix it. As long as your hands are clean, it is totally okay. Yeah, and I think it's still super sticky, so I think I'm going to add some more almond flour. You can definitely add more as you go. And oopsie daisy, I think I forgot to add the vanilla. Okay, so that's why I'm going to add the vanilla now. I'm just going to add half a teaspoon, nothing too much, just for the taste, like this. Okay, and we can mix again. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Mixy, mixy. And as we are mixing, I just want to tell you about the wonderful, wonderful health benefits that we get from this super duper coconut date balls. So let's talk about the date paste. Now, the date paste contains very important nutrients. These are magnesium, potassium, and also iron. And we mentioned them all, right? So let me just mention them again. Now, the magnesium is actually very good because it helps in building strong bones and teeth. And do you remember the other mineral that helps us build strong bones and teeth? It starts with a C. Ka? Do you remember? And we find it in milk mostly, or dairy products are super rich in that mineral. Now, do you remember it? Well done, everyone! That is calcium. So calcium and magnesium are both very good for building our bones and teeth, nails, of course. Okay, so that's why the date paste is super good for that. And then it also contains potassium, and we said that potassium is very good because it regulates our heartbeat. And not just that, it is also rich in iron. And what does iron do? Now, iron is very good because it helps our bodies produce blood. So it is good for blood production. Now, of course, our bodies need the blood. We can't live without blood, right? It is one of the main things in our bodies. It flows all around and feeds our bodies. And that's why iron helps in production of blood, and the date paste is super rich in iron as well. Okay, and now what else? Now the date paste is also rich in fiber, and that's why it gets digested super easy. But what is fiber? Okay, let me just add a little bit here. And you can definitely add coconut. Okay. Now, what does the fiber do? Now, we mentioned that fiber helps very much in digestion, right? And what is the digestion process? So we mentioned that the digestion process is a process that happens inside our bodies when we eat the food, right? So when we eat the food gets broken down into teeny tiny particles so they can run in our bloodstream and feed our bodies, right? So we can make use of these nutrients. And fiber helps very much in this process. And the date paste is super rich in fiber, which makes it easy to digest as well. Isn't that wonderful? Now it is amazing, the date paste. And it also tastes super sweet. And not just that, but of course it gives you energy as well. Do you children remember the macronutrient that gives you energy? We have 3 macronutrients. These are the proteins, the fats, and the carbohydrates. Now, do you remember which one of these macronutrients gives you energy? Oh, well done, everyone. You are all superstars. Now, carbohydrates give us energy, right? Now, the date paste is super rich in carbohydrates because carbohydrates are in fact sugar. And date is full of sugar, but it is natural, healthy sugar. Do you remember we also mentioned that natural sugar is healthy, just like the sugar that we find in fruits, which is called the fructose, and also the sugar that we find in milk, which is called lactose. Now, we also mentioned how we can tell if the sugar is natural or not. Do you remember how we can tell if the sugar is natural or not? Well done, everyone. So we said that if sugar grows on trees or on the ground, then it is natural, just like fruits. Now, fruits, they grow. Some of them grow on trees, some of them grow on the ground. And that's why the sugar that is in the fruits, which is called the fructose, is natural. And what about the milk? Now, milk contains natural sugar as well, which is called lactose. Now, how do we get milk? We get milk from cows, right? And cows eat grass. And that's why the sugar in milk is also natural. Now, what about the dates? Now, dates, of course, grow on trees. That's why the sugar that is in the dates is also natural sugar. And that's why it is super healthy and also gives our bodies the energy. Wow! It is such a wonderful, wonderful thing or a wonderful health benefit what we get from the date paste, right? And let's look at this. I think it's good enough now to roll it into balls from my side. How about your side? Okay, I think we can roll it now. Okay, so let's start. Ooh, wow. I'm going to start by taking a tiny bit. I think I can roll. Yeah, I can roll it. Okay, so you're just going to take a tiny piece, put it in the palm of your hand, and then roll it like a ball. Roll it like a ball. Roll it like a ball. Wow. Isn't that wonderful? Look at it. Let's see who can make their balls all the same size. Can you do that? I think this is going to be a little bit challenging to get all the balls the same size. But let's see who's going to win that. And maybe you can tell your grown-ups to roll a few balls and you roll a few and then you compare them together. Who's got their balls the same size? Okay, and over here I have my first coconut date ball. Wow! And I think I am going to put some coconut over here and maybe after rolling the next ball, I can maybe roll it and cover it in coconut. I think this is going to be awesome. Okay, so let's just put it aside. And I'm going to roll another one in almonds. So we can have different. So almond, coconut date ball, and just coconut date ball. Okay, let's try it now. And almonds is also very, very good because it is rich in healthy proteins and fats. And also, it is rich in magnesium, which is very, very good for our bones and teeth in building super strong bones and teeth. It also regulates our cholesterol level, and it is also very good for our skin. Okay, so now I have my roll ball, and then I'm going to dip it into the coconut, cover it in some coconut. Ooh, wow. It almost looks like a snowball, right? Okay, and here is our second coconut date ball. And oh, it is not the same size. Okay, I'm going to try to do another one which is the same size as the one before. Let's try. I think I need a little bit more for this one. It is so challenging to get them all the same size. Like this. Roll them and roll them and roll them. And roll and roll and roll. And roll and roll and roll. Roll, roll, roll your ball. Like this. Roll, roll, roll your ball. Gently down your palm. Okay? And then I am going to dip this one in almonds. Ooh, ooh, wow. This is super nice. Of course, we're getting our hands super messy, but it is totally okay. We can wash them later on and clean up the kitchen before leaving, of course. Okay, so let's just cover them. Oh, wow, nice. And we have the almond coconut date bowl. Okay, let's do another one. And now we can sing. Roll, roll, roll your ball gently down your palm. Merrily, 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 merrily. And then I don't know what to say next. Okay? So roll, roll, roll your ball. Roll it and roll it. Roll it and roll it. We want this smooth, nice one. Okay. And there we have our bowl. Okay. Going to repeat them again. Another coconut one. Another almond one. Roll, roll. I think I'm getting them close, you know. They might not be the exact same size, but they're close. What about you children? And what about your grown-ups? Are you getting these balls the same size? Or who's perfecting them more? Okay, roll it and roll it and roll it. And then dip it into the coconut. Dip it there. And roll it there. Roll it there. Ooh, wow. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Nice one. Okay. And another almond one. Okay, so let me get one more. And roll it, roll it, roll it. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Into a super nice bowl. Roll, roll, roll your ball. Okay. And then dip it and roll it in almonds. Dip it and roll it in almonds. Ooh, wow. Super. Sorry about that. Okay. And another one in almonds. And then I think we can do one more plain, one coconut, one almond. Okay. So 3 more. Let's do them. Okay. There we go. Roll it, roll it, roll it. 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 Okay, and it's ready. Okay, and 2 more. There we go. Roll, roll, roll your ball. Gently down your palm. Gently around your palm. Like this. And then dip it into coconut and roll it there. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Roll it, roll it. And of course, if you're not allergic to nuts, you can also use some pistachio powder to cover it. That would also be a very nice taste. Okay. And one more. I think I can do actually two more. So I'm going to make one and I'm going to leave this tiny one so I can taste it. And we're going to do this one together. And roll and roll and roll. Roll and roll and roll. And again and again and again. Oh wow, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And I have my bowl. And dip it into almonds. Dip it in, dip it in, dip it into almonds. Dip it in, dip it in, dip it. And we have our almond coconut date bowl. And the last one is the cherry on top. Okay. It's the teeny tiny one. And I'm just going to put it here in the middle. Oh, wow! Look at this, everyone. Oh, no, please don't roll. Well, they're bowls. Of course they will roll. And we have them all ready. Our coconut and almond date balls. Wow! I enjoyed this so much. And I think now it's time for us to taste it, right? Okay, so let's taste it together. Oh, wow, everyone. This is super yummy. And I really hope you like it as well. It tastes so sweet and nice. And if you added some lemon juice or lemon zest, now you get that sour taste, right? Wow! Well, I had such a wonderful time preparing these coconut date balls with all of you. It was such a nice experience and we all enjoyed it so much. Thank you all so much for being here today. And grown-ups, please don't forget that you can find a downloadable PDF that is called Why is Healthy Nutrition Important for Children in the ECA website on the Parents platform. Thank you all so much for being here today and I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye-bye!